All right, so guys, it's good to have you all here. We're going to be quite straightforward with the delivery. What I'm going to talk about here today is nothing about technical analysis because there's nothing I want to teach you that has not been taught in the Uncommon University. That's my university. So it will be counterproductive for me to start showing people anything on the chat in terms of teaching you technicals, right? But then for those of you that might not be able to join the Uncommon University and you still want to have an insight of what we teach at the Uncommon University in terms of technical analysis, training and everything, yeah, you can go to my YouTube and we have a free class, like series of free classes there. And trust me, once you go through those classes and understand them, I mean, your journey is sorted by half, right? In terms of technical analysis. But why we're here today is to talk to you guys, right, about things that a lot of traders are not prepared for, and most often than not, publicly. I don't know about other people in their community. Maybe they talk about these things privately. I can't say, but publicly, I don't think there's anywhere that prepares the minds of traders for after running around to find an edge that works, right? What comes next in terms of the growth. So I made a post. I'm sure you all are aware of it, and that's why you're here. Please feel free to ask me any question you need to ask me regarding this topic. It's very, very important. And like I always say, pay attention, it will favor you. All right. So I made different posts. I talked about after you receive your payout, that's where the real game begins, right? That particular post went viral. I saw a lot of people commenting, and you can obviously see that they really don't understand, or rather, yes, they don't understand. That's why they're not prepared for what comes next. Because most struggling traders or unprofitable traders will think that once I just get this technical edge and know how to trade, everything is sorted out. But nobody prepares you for money management. Nobody prepares you for you are dealing with finance. All right. Just as much as the money comes in, it can as well go the same way without being accountable for. And that's where you need to prepare yourself for the long-term game. And why did I make that statement? Before, that was after I made this post you guys are seeing on my screen right now. I said that the moment you receive your first payout, I know many might not have been able to pass phase 1 or phase 2, not to talk of getting payouts. But it is always good because when I made that post, I saw a lot of people in the comment section all saying, may I get my payout first when that time reach to go. And I can only help but laugh because at the end of the day, when I was coming up in my own time, if I had someone who would have kept me abreast of what I was expecting to see, I would have prepared for it and it would have been easy for me, other than me discovering it by myself. And only when it's already late, and then I start realizing the things I should have done better back then. And fortunately enough for you people right now, this is discussions that we are having. And those who pay attention will really understand what I mean. Now, what do I mean by why is it very, very, very it's as detrimental as you looking for your edge right now to be able to know how to take advantage of the market and make money. That's the same way if you do not plan for after you receive your payout, you can be stuck in that I don't receive pay. There are many people that have struggled in the past who I've seen. They've took years or months or whatever to find an edge. They finally found that edge. Fast phase 1, fast phase 2. They collected payout, and that was the last payout they collected. They've been struggling since then. It is there. So don't let anybody paint the picture for you as once you can get your edge, everything is over. The journey is the continuous learning does not stop until you find something that a structure, you've created a structure over time that you can put on repeat over and over and over, do the same thing over. But before you form that structure to put on repeat, sometimes you have seen the thing that works, you will deviate again, enter that place, stay there in that wilderness for a very long time, come back again to what more. You will just be moving, and time is going. Time is going. So while you are preparing for getting an edge, to know that now I don't sabi this market finish. You need to also prepare for after. When the money start coming in, how do I scale up? That's why when I made the tweet of trading any profit below 50K is stress. And I know people were coming at me in the sense that, they weren't coming at me negatively, but they were trying to defend their limitation, if I'll call it that. Yeah, of course, that's their limitation. They were trying to defend their limitation because they don't see themselves doing big numbers. And why don't they see themselves doing big numbers? Because they are judging themselves from now, their financial capacity of now, that I cannot, even if you get 5K accounts, where I won't go buy 100K account. Nobody is saying that you should go and buy 100K account today. What we are saying is have it in mind if you are starting with $5,000 account, have it in mind that you need to scale up fast because it is easier on the other side. The same trade that will give you $50 will give the next man $15,000. The same trade that will give you $100 will give another man $50,000. That same exact trade, the same RR. But the question is, where are you operating from? A lot of people are misconstruing the risk management term of 1%, 1%, 1%. 1% is for big accounts, not for your $100. Okay? So now, let's get straight into this, right? When I mentioned you just made 3%, for example, and I'm going to talk about this because this was just like a general statement that will definitely not attribute to everybody. All right, because people are still operating on their 5K account. But I want to also talk about, even if you're on your 5K account, I'm going to touch that today. But what I said is that just the reason why I'm operating on that same 100K is to instill that understanding in you that wherever you are, even if you are doing good with your small 5K account or your 10K account, do not be comfortable. You are stressing. You might know how to trade. You might have your urge to trade 5K account and receiving payouts every 2 weeks. Please, you are stressing yourself because imagine that same energy you are putting on the 100K account that you are putting on that 5K account. Small thing, money don't fall everywhere. So that is why I am making this thought-provoking statement that will serve as a wake-up call to a lot of traders. And you won't start fantasizing on the tier when you see your mates or even people younger than you doing numbers. And you are there sitting down saying God's time is the best. Of course, God's time is always the best. But how prepared are you for the best? What are you doing in line to achieving the best? Are you ready to walk the process? Because that process is what will make you achieve that best you are looking forward to. So I made my post. I said, you just made 3% on your 100K prop firm account, which is $3,000 profit withdrawal. What is your next move? You need to go to the comment section. I was just laughing because at the end of the day, we realized that a lot of people are really not prepared for sustainability. They are only just wanting to win now. They withdraw, they go and spend, pay here, sort one or two things, buy drinks for their guys, buy gifts for their girlfriends, buy, things for their family, and they feel fulfilled. But they don't understand that you that have money today, in the book of the rich, is that you can have money today and be broke tomorrow. But in the book of wealth, you are supposed to have money today, have money tomorrow, like that. Now, what's the difference between being rich and being wealthy? Is that it's easy to get rich, but it is slow to build wealth. You can be rich today. You can be a millionaire today. But if you don't know how to grow that particular amount of money that's coming to your hand for sustainability, first is to be able to live and survive. Second, after you can live and survive, what's the next thing? You build. You start building because why? Person we don't chop, we don't pay bill. Now if you reason investment, now person we don't chop, we don't pay bill. Now if you reason saying, okay, I want to buy this property and then give or take in the next 1 year. Somewhere that's eating consistently, that's not thinking about what you want to eat tomorrow. And that's the problem that a lot of traders are having today in the Forex market. That's why they always tell you, go and get a side hustle, go and get a side job, go and get something that will give you money so you'll not be solely dependent on the Forex market. You give yourself time to learn, practice. But when you are not eating, you are hungry, how then do you now position yourself to be able to walk through the process as it may in terms of all your gathering your knowledge, practicing it and mastering it? Now, God now blesses you. You have to thrive through the whole learning of your edge, here and there setback. Today no money, you've not paid your bills, you were there, you were hungry. God, you now tried and managed to go through that stress and was able to do what? Get payout. And you don't know what to do with your payout. Now let me tell you guys something real quick. Yeah? I'll explain this now, not to waste too much time. I don't want the video to be long so that people can relax and listen to it, right? Now, my recommendation based on the 100K, I'll still talk about 5K, I'll talk about 10K. In fact, anyone you want me to talk about, you can just let me know. But my recommendation is always this. For example, 3K, 3%, right? After all the profit has taken whatever they want to take from it, right? Always bear in mind that in as much as you have a 100K account or you have any profit account right now that you have made payout today, you are expecting another payout in the next 2 weeks, please don't feel that the profit are going to be here forever. I've told you, prop firms are like, they are businesses. They are here to make money. So it's not like they are after your downfall. It's just a fair game. They also want to make money. So if it costs you not making money for them to make money, it's business, it's the game. It's not their fault. Okay? So you have to plan. And your plan is to make sure that the moment you have an account and you have been able to thrive, to get your technical edge, you are sound technically, you go into the market, you've traded past phase one, past phase two, you've gotten your first payout. Please, your first payout is not for jubilation, it's not to go and buy pepper soup and chill. No. In fact, you're not supposed to eat. I'm sorry. I'm always very sorry about this hard truth, but I'm sorry. You're not supposed to eat from that particular money if you have not sorted certain things. Number one on the list, buy another prop firm account as backup. Before you taste that money, before you even dash your friend and say, my friend, Alpha, or your family take, first, this is order of priority. First, buy another account. If not equivalent to the account you're trading, half the size of the account you're trading. Once you buy another account, the next thing is to fund your personal account. This personal account, first of all, why is the other account? Now, this is for 100K account. Let me just, I will look into smaller account, but let's talk about 100K. So for the 100K account, the 3%, the $500 you use them buying 100K account. Now you have another 100K account from another prop firm. Do not buy from the same prop firm, please. Buy from another prop firm, okay? Another reputable prop firm, all right? So of course you can go to Prop Firm Match. Prop Firm Match is a very, very good platform where you can actually do your comparison. You don't have to start going to each of the prop firm and start saying, hey, you can go to Prop Firm Match. They have a place we see all the comparison. They put all the whole prop firms together that are under them, right? And they have already, done their due diligence with those profits. So they've done the job for you to easily make your comparison. Now, go for the next prop firm that you know that yes, it is a very, very, very reputable prop firm. Buy the account. So in the case of 100K account, buy another 100K account. Do you understand? Then the next one is fund your personal account. Now, while you are trading the initial account you got your payout from, which is live account, you would also expect to make another withdrawal. All right. So in the case of the 100K account now, first of all, you buy 100K replaceable account so that in case now it does not stop you from still trading your payout. Don't get overly excited. It's a plan. When you're working on a plan, there's no need to be excited. There's no need to want to rush and get my next payout. You have to be smart. Okay, you have to be very, very smart. See, there's nothing protecting you in this industry. No structure is protecting you. No prop firm is protecting you. No regulation body is protecting you here. You are in the wild. Let me tell you guys the truth. All right, you are in the wild. It's all man for himself out there. Because why? It's the financial market. Everybody wants to make money. Don't be fooled. Don't think there's any good Samaritan anywhere. You have to come sit down with a plan. There's no time to get excited. Why are you excited? Let's even start from there. What's amusing you? Because you passed phase one and passed phase two, or you go to a live account and you say I passed phase one and phase two. I was in a hurry to pass to get payout and I blew the account. I don't understand. Did you come here to play? No, if you came here to play, you can please exit this live call. Just go. You're not the ones I need to talk to. If no, you didn't come here to play, please. At every given point in time, you need to be using your number 6 to know that you are out here to survive, to thrive, and consistently stay afloat. You're not here to pop up and shine one day and tomorrow you're on the ground. They don't hear from you again. If you shine, you must shine and keep shining. Stay shining. But to stay shining takes continuous work. There's no slagging, there's no sleeping, there's no snoozing. So if you get your first payout, as a matter of fact, if your 100K account, I made a post of, a 100K account I was trading with from account, right? And I got to 2%. And I said, guys, Alpha, do we push this thing forward or do I lock this profit? A lot of people were like, do 6%, do 4%, do 10%. You don't know that the more your percentage is high in terms of your payouts, the more the prop firms are more likely to find fault and not pay. You don't know that one. Should I tell you? Should I say it in another language? Maybe you guys don't understand that. There's a more likelihood that they don't want to pay you that money. So do a smaller, that's why you need more accounts. Do a smaller percentage payout. 2% is good. Stay under the radar. Collect that one first. Let it enter your hand first. A lot of traders in the industry, they see money. In fact, traders are the ones that see money the most in the whole wide world, but they don't touch it. It's like punishment. You open your 25 like this, you will see $5,000 running in profit. You will not touch it. You see $200 running in profit. At the end of the day, you will not collect the money to go back to you in Excel. You will see payout. You want to do more greedy. You say, I want to get to payout. Before you know, they will deny your payout. Instead of to collect that small change, first collect that one first. Then replicate the account, buy another profit account again. You know that, yes, I collected this 2% or 3% from this 100K account. That's $3,000. I bought another 100K account. Now, as I bought another 100K account, I'm still expecting another 2%. Or in fact, the next one is 2% I will expect from this account, not even 3%, 2% from this account, so that they don't give me any form of denial for my payout. 2% of it for the next 2 weeks. Now, you don't rush and trade your new profit account. That same profit account, first of all, trade it and lock 2%. When you lock the 2%, delete the account from your MT5. So nothing should push you, no devil should push you to go and say, I saw one switch setup. Delete it. Once I've locked that 2%, delete it. Wait till the next payday. Now focus on your 100K account. Don't rush it to take your time. Don't say I need to get there now. No. It's not a day's job. Nobody wakes up today and builds wealth tomorrow. At the end of the day, right? You're expecting that P is already unlocked, so that even if you don't pass this next account, phase 1 and phase 2 to get to live account, right? You know that you're expecting that money again. So that one is already there. Now your present 3K, you funded your personal account, $500. That your personal account is for all this daily, you make money, you trade today, you make money today, or maybe at the end of the week, you make money. And that one's like just keep aside, or you just keep that money aside, but for now, you don't really need it. Just keep it aside. That's what your personal funding will be for. Number 2, you have to save in asset. Now, let me tell you guys something about this number. I say number 2, this number 3. Let me tell you one thing about this number 3 and why it's very important here. I was here in 2012 when physical gold, I'm telling you guys just in case you don't understand, I'm telling you guys for free. All right, just for free. I was here when physical gold was 8,000 naira per gram. I watched when gold went from 8,000 naira per gram to 16,000 naira per gram. I watched from when gold went from 16,000 naira per gram to 28,000 naira per gram. I watched from when gold went from 28,000 naira per gram to 32,000 naira per gram. I also watched it when it goes to 48,000 naira per gram. That was when I bought gold. I bought gold at 48,000 naira per gram. 2 years later, I sold that gold at 105. 2 years later is last year, October, and by this time last year, I sold that gold at the rate of 105 per gram. Now, I bought gold again during that December because as gold went to 105, it now dropped sometime in December to like 80. I made the post here on Twitter. Go and buy gold now. It dropped to 80,000 naira per gram. I bought again. As I speak to you today, how many months from December last year to now? Gold is 160,000 naira per gram. Do the maths. Imagine you bought 4 grams at 80,000 naira per gram in December. You do the maths. I won't say anything more than that. Just do the math. So now, one thing about that gold is that when you lock your assets in gold, the only thing you have to do is not something you want to start wearing on your neck. Or that I prefer to buy gold bars. And even if I want to buy jewelry or stuff like that, it's not something that you wear on your neck and start moving up and down, because that's your money, that's your savings. That's your savings. If you're not living alone, well, it's going to be difficult for you. But if you're living alone, you have your safe. Lock your gold in your safe. That is your money. And one thing about gold is it's not like I lock money in the bank. I lock it in carry wise. At the end of the day, how much does carry wise want to put for you in profits? How much? But you know what about gold? Once you have it, you become emotionally attached to it. You don't want to sell it anymore. It's going to take, when the struggle has held your neck like this to the pin, that's when you say, oh, like you will not even to sell it. You would rather say, let me wait for another money to come out. That's one thing about gold. And I always advise people, before you buy car, buy gold. Before you buy house, buy gold. Before you buy anything, before you invest anything, first be storing gold. The day you want to buy, if you have money to buy a car at 2 million, use that 2 million and go and buy gold first. If you have a business you want to do, use that money and go and buy gold first and start thinking of the business how you want to carry out that business. Because the day you will not be ready for that business, that particular day when you're going to convert that gold back to naira, it's, if not possible, it should have doubled. If care is not taken, it should have doubled the amount of money used in buying it. Okay, so it is very, very important. Back your future by gold. You have any money that comes in, careless 300K you have that coming, buy gold and just keep it. At some point, by the time you buy, at some point, you'll be racking up to 10 million, 50 million, sometimes 50 million. Because as you're buying this small money, just keeping and seeing you're safe. Before you know what's happening, the other thing you know is that you know how many grams you have together. When you do the math, you realize that you have a total of 50 million in gold. So you want to buy a car, you sell your gold, buy the car. You want to do a business, you sell the gold, but do the business. It gives you room to think. Not the one that money no dey stay for person hand. You gotta make wrong decision and put money inside somewhere now before you know the whole money disappear. Because why? You're not patient enough to do your analysis of that about that business. You just say, na fish farming, you go put your money, all your finger list died. You don't know it happens. Oh, it's farming. Oh, it's farming. Farming is the best. You go to go and do it. You bought land, put crop. Herdsmen came and use their cattle and raise your this thing. Your money is gone for vanishing. You say no. It's poultry. It's safer. At least it's not forest that is risky. All businesses are risky. You need patience to be able to take calculated risk before you plunge in. The safe haven remains gold. Buy gold and keep, and then think with gold until your decision is firm before you can convert that gold back. But the beautiful thing here is that when you're converting that gold back to money, it has added something for you. That's for gold. Secondly, you save in cash for rainy days. You save in cash for rainy days. It's just there. This particular saving in cash, you're not using the money for anything. You know why? You don't need it. Okay? Why don't you need it? Because it moves us to the what? The fifth part. Instruct a 6-month standing order with your bank of $50 payment to you every month as salary. All it costs is just $300. Now, you have savings of $300 you're not touching because you don't need it. I don't know what your budget is like every month, but I think if you're starting small, $50 is enough for you to cater to yourself every month. Personally, your savings in cash is already there, $300, you're not touching it, it's just there. Now, what is standing order? A lot of people, in fact, this is the particular thing that made me host this session because I got a lot of people asking questions. Please, I want to understand the standing order. Every bank has, in fact, it is your right to instruct your bank, all right, to give your bank an instruction on standing order in your account. Now, what does it mean? You have 2 accounts with the same bank or with different banks. Okay. For example, you have a GTB account. It's not for promotion of any bank. I'm just telling you guys for educational purpose. All right. You have a GT bank and you have an Access bank. Now, GT Bank is one bank that you open. You don't use the account for anything. So you don't have access to ATM. You don't have access to online banking. There's anything that will make you touch that account, you have to enter bank. And of course, you all know these days nobody has time to enter the bank. Okay, you have no business. You're not going to activate online banking. You're not going to activate your internet banking. You're not going to activate your ATM. You just open the account. All you need is the account number. Okay. Then when your money comes in, that money you want to budget for your monthly salary, which is $50, and for 6 months is $300. You pay that money. Now you can convert the money into Naira equivalent, so you don't have to deal with dollar account. You just convert the money to Naira equivalent, right? Now you pay that money, you go to the bank and deposit that money, or make a transfer from wherever bank you have in your account and transfer that $300 into that particular account. Now that it's there, you have no access. You cannot touch the money. It's just there because you don't have access to it. Now you go to your bank and fill a standing order instruction form. Ask them, I need a standing order instruction form. They'll give it to you. They'll ask you which account do you want to debit from and deposit to. You'll say, take it from this account that this $300 is in, and then put this certain amount of money, convert it to Naira, and say this certain amount of money to this account on this also date every month. Once you put it, the bank would put it into their system. So at every given month on that particular date, $50 worth in Naira will enter this your account as salary. So you know that first of all, for the next 6 months, I go to chop. So even if in a particular month I don't make payout on this my other account that is live, I'm still chilled. I must eat. So imagine you not make payout for the next 2 weeks. The upper 2 weeks you not make payout again. You will repeat the same process again. Take another money again for another 6 months again. Fund your account based on the standing order. So that you have almost like 12 months, which is 1 year. That money is just coming in steady every month. You only just live within your budget and then you still save. Now I'm not going to talk too much, guys. I don't want to, this video is not supposed to be too long. But I just want to make sure I drive and instill that knowledge in you so that you can prepare for it. If you set your life up like this for the next 1 year to operate like just 1 year, there's nothing you're not able to achieve in this Forex market. One, you don't need a job at this point in time. You don't need anybody to say, why you need to work? You need to go work. You first of all, you're taking care of your own self first for the next 6 months. You have savings, you have assets, you have a personal account that can still be giving you money again when you still trade. You have a profit account that is live funded that you still get paid out every 2 weeks. And you have another profit account that you're trading to pass to get to another live account so that you can have a total of 200K funded account. Now tell me why you cannot scale up from here. Tell me how difficult the market will be for you when your life is already planned out this way. Now this part, nobody tells anybody. The only thing everybody know on that timeline is SL. And that's the thing when you put everybody SL, it has draw tattoo on their body. They don't even know anything. Just like, and they go to lose money. It has, how my God. The only thing they know is lose. There's not even hope again that they can even make it. Even if they make it, it's like, look, I'm gonna make it to 10 God, I'm go chop. They don't even know that they can make money from this market consistently. Because why? They are not prepared for consistently winning. They are only prepared to win. And winning is you can win today. You cannot win tomorrow. But to be able to consistently win, there are certain structures that must be put in place. And you have to do that work because you suffer today to enjoy tomorrow. Let's take, for example, 10K. We downsize this. 10K now, the 3% is $300. Now ask me, what do I do with $300? $300 is very, very, very small. But I tell you for a fact, there are certain things that you can eliminate and say, okay, fine. In as much as I cannot carry out all these things presently right now, because my $300 is small, the first thing I will do is I will take money out and sort out my bill. What is your bill? If your bill is $50, if it's $100, please do that. The remaining $200, go and lock it. Wait, focus on your profit account for that for the next payout. You do the next payout. Once you bring it back, after you remove your bills or anything, whatever is left, 200, that's 400. Even if it's a 50K account, please buy it. You see how stressful 10K account is. The same 3% too. See how stressful it is. But 3% on 100K account, you see how everything sharp has already entered into allocation, but our life is already stable. That is the message I was trying to pass across to you guys. The earlier you get out of that pond and start swimming in the ocean, you realize that there's enough space that even as big as the whale, 5 million of them, they cannot occupy the ocean and not have space for others to swim. Okay, so it all boils down to planning. Many people are not planning for what's next. They just want to get an edge and win, and that's why they keep struggling every day. Today they win, next month chop SL. They're not relaxed. Nobody winning the chop SL. I chop SL on Go today. Yes, but does it affect me? No. I chop SL on Go today. I went to buy gold. The team gave me a very, 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 very mad SL. But does it affect me? No, because when I win, or when I one thing I know is that I must make payout every 2 weeks. My personal account, I must make withdrawal every week. Every week that one is a constant key. So if I lose, it's just, and even the loss, I just saw the setup. I was like, it saw me not to partake because I was supposed to wait till FOMC, but I was like, I'm on this buy. I've been on the buy since yesterday. I've taken profit, but I closed and I look at the FOMC. I said, this is pump. I'm gonna miss out on this thing. I said, I just risk very, very, very small amount. Not like my main risk. Very, very, very small amount. But all I just want to tell you guys that I took SL. That's the message I'm just telling you. So SL is not the problem. SL is not the problem. What plan do you have for the times that you are not good to be in the market? What times do you have for the times you say, okay, I want to take a break from the market, I don't want to trade? Can you feed? Can you take care of yourself? Can you be relaxed to watch film and chill without going to look for a job? These are the things that you need to start thinking about now. And it is my duty. I cannot have this amount of followings. And all I will do is just to be showing you guys lifestyle, showing you guys my money I made. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's to motivate some other people, right? But for me, while I'm motivating other people doing that, if at all I do that, I also have to impact on people on the sides that they are not paying attention to. Because trust me, when you handle this part that I'm talking about, it might be slow, but you will get there. And once you get there, this very day that you're listening to the sound of my voice, you will forever be grateful for it. Okay? So please, there's no rush to it. Relax. Don't say, because of what Uncommon said, I must get it now. No. If you have the capacity to get it now, please set the structure if you have the capacity. But if you don't rush. You already have the blueprint. I've given you the blueprint now. Just relax and strategically plan with patience. You have 10K account. You make 3%, $300. You don't have to buy the 50K account today. Save it. Don't go and buy 25K account. Don't do I bought 10K and now bought. Save that money. You might say, what if I eat the money? $200 is like 300K. Go and use and buy gold. buy gold and keep it there. So if you tie gold is just see one thing about money you guys don't understand that nobody makes money. Even Dangote, the reason why I sleep from money to tomorrow. The reason why Elon Musk sleep from money to tomorrow is that the moment they feel that I'm not the richest man in the world, and then sit down and relax, that's the day they start dropping from that richest man in the world. They start dropping, the number will start dropping. That very moment they say, I'm the richest man in the world. Then they sit down. The next day, another person will just come and pass them. Before you know, within a week, they're at number 10. Because you know why? It is continuous. So don't think, when I make the moment you even make, you hit one money, you buy house, you marry, you buy car. The moment you do, I've achieved it in life. That's the day you start becoming broke. You're not even broke, you start becoming poor. So don't think riches or wealth is a destination. Once I reach there, I don't know. You will walk. If you want to settle for average, then chill. There are a lot of people that are average. There are people that are okay now. They just wake up in the morning, as long as they eat, they are good. They don't want to be wealthy. They don't want to have car. They don't want to have houses. If you want to be black, you can chill. But if you want to have that, the more wealth you have, the more responsibilities that you have. Because there's one thing for you to have wealth, there's another thing to protect the wealth. Yeah, they didn't tell you about that one too. Huh? You protect it now. There's only little I can share. To be honest with you, it's way deeper than this, but there's only little I can share. But at least let this be the next step of thought for you guys. Okay, so that you don't just think it's just about what you're seeing on the timeline. This one hit ticket, this one come and show before and after charge. This person say he made $2,000. I think that's all there is to life. You think that's all there is to life? Guys, do you have any question for me real quick? Any question? Eddie, I've sent you the mic real quick.
Okay, my question. I'm really grateful for this session. At least you've given us clarity on your post because I had a question to ask regarding this. But since you've answered that one, in this new reform for those of us that are in Nigeria, you're talking to us like you're no more in Nigeria. So let me talk for those that are in Nigeria now. There's this new tax reform that is coming up, and you're having these rules about taking people's money when it's this and that, when it's up to a certain amount and so for us traders and all, like how do we bypass this particular reform? Why are you laughing?
No, you know one thing there,
Mm.
I can equally educate you guys on what to do, but it's obviously tax evasion, and I can be sued for that.
Wow.
Do you understand? Yes, I. So what I will just tell you is that you have to pay your tax. If you want to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, you have to deal with it. I can't. I swear, I can't say that. I can't.
I am entering
Yeah,
your
that
DM.
All right. Go ahead.
Thank you for the information.
All right. Yeah. Any other question? Yeah, Danny, it's over to you.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I can hear you loud.
Thank you for all you do for us and hosting some free spaces like this for new traders like us to also learn. I had a question I wanted to ask because I've been following your trades for a while, and many of these idols have been saying things like have one model, one rigs to reward, like 1 to 3 rigs to reward, and many other things. Like, but what I've noticed about many of your trades, like when you used to post your trades here on Telegram, is it's like you are very volatile on the market, and maybe you have different ways, maybe to trade different market conditions. I wanted to know your advice on that. Should we like have one? Maybe I don't even know how to put it. Maybe one strategy that if it doesn't appear on the market, you don't do anything or be versatile.
One thing I always advise you to be flexible in this market, because you know why? The market is very uncertain. The market's dynamics is always changing. So what makes you a unique trader is how flexible you can become. And for you to be flexible like that, you need to know. All right, you need to know a lot of things about this market. And that's why I tell a lot of people, yeah. I'm glad that you're seeing it. Somebody even said it on the space on Motor Space on Sunday. I was like, oh, come on. I don't understand how uncommon they trade. If you look at like this, before you check them again, like if you don't change for your eye, you guys get voltage before you understand them. And the reason why is that, look, I am 9 years, not nine. I've said I always repeat this so that you don't look at me and think we are the same, and then you start trying to like copy what my outcome. 9 years is not being inside that 9 years, yeah. I did 4 years unprofitable. And I was on the ground back to back. I'm not wishing that for you. And I'm not saying you should do that as well. But for me, my vision was I wanted to be grounded as what you are seeing today. What you are seeing right now, you're like, oh wow, I'm admiring how you do it. Is what I paid 4 years for without any outcome or without wanting to win or become successful within that 4 years. I said until, and I didn't give myself that 4 years. I said until when I get it, so be it. And I learned as much as I could learn because I realized that this market, yeah, it is very dynamic. Now, if you say you want to have something that works, one thing. Now, this thing, you have to wait for it. Because on some days, it will not show up. On some days, that's why some people say they're having losing streaks because the market cannot be showing you that same thing every day of the year for the next 10 years, every day. No, the day is not showing you, you're having losing streaks. But for me, if it's not showing me, I've gone to another place that I know again. That's why I say I can trade every day. It's me. I mean, thank God you say you've been on my live before. You've been on my live trading session. You've been on my you've seen the post I post. I can trade every day and make money from the market every day. But at the end of the day, because I'm trading big accounts, there's no need for that. You get my point. Now, how do you conquer that? Now, find one thing first. See that's first advice I'm giving you is not wrong. It is right. Be a master of one first. When you're not a master of one, please don't be static and say, after I don't study this one, I won't be there. That's where a lot of people now get it wrong. I don't get my system when they work for me, and they now stay there. The day the system is not working, they will not be complaining. I've been on losing streak for the past 4 days, I've been on for the past 2 weeks. No. Once you have one that works, you call it your what? Your safe house. Your safe house. Now, once you have learned that one that works, be doing it, you master it very well. Now, you have to open a season for you to explore. You will not explore and look for other strategies that work. And this should be born out of being inquisitive. I want to know other ways. Why is that this market? You have to be studying. And how I was able to find out all these things was because I will see things in the market and ask, why is that the market this something like this, something like this? I want to know why. Now, if I try to know why and I lose, I chop SL, I'll fall back to my safe house. But I know that yes, even if I lose anything, trying to explore. If I lose, I'll go back to my safe house, which is my strategy that I know, and recover those things back. So you have to master one first, then give room for exploration to learn more. Okay? So that is what I did. All right, that's why it looks like I know a lot of things. And that's why I encourage a lot of people that, for my students at the Uncommon University, they know. And they are here, some of them are here, and they can tell you that there's an angle you need to look at the market. It's not about looking for an edge. First, understand how this market works. For those of you, I'm not trying to cajole you guys or tell you guys you must come and join Uncommon University. There's a free class of Uncommon University on my YouTube channel. Go and when you watch the free class, you now understand what I'm talking about. Just go, it's free. It's there. It's about 4 or 5 videos that are free. Go and watch it on my YouTube channel. Then you understand that this market comes from understanding first before finding that edge. Because all the edge you are seeing, different edges person say you have, it's called XYZ, BBC, NTA, they're all working within the same logic of the market. But if you don't understand that logic of how the market works, you'll just be jumping from edge to edge. Your SL will remain the same. All right. Any other question real quick before we hang up? All right. So I don't think we have any other question. All right. So in the absence of no other question, guys, I believe that I've been able to explain this very well to you. All right. Think about it. It's not just about you trying to get something right now in the market and win, and then you're happy. I'm not saying you should not be happy, but please think about this in the long term. There are people that are doing these things and they're earning from it. I know them. You may not know them personally, but I know them. All right, so we'll have to end the call here. So please pay attention to it. If you have any questions, please send me a DM privately. I'll definitely respond to your question. I'll keep guys abreast of what will come next on gold. I think the FOMC, I was out, so I couldn't watch Jerome Powell, so I can gauge his countenance and know if they are hiding something, right? And then we'll know the next direction for gold. But then again, I'll check and I'll give you guys feedback on the next direction for gold, if we're going to be pumping or we're going to be dumping. All right. So on that note, au revoir la classe.